What is going on, guys? I'm Beat and you guys are watching some sniper gameplay on Hijacked Headquarters. Let's get right into this commentary. What I wanted to talk about today is the best COD ever. And just letting you guys know, it is not Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is... it's alright. There's not really kind of like a set playstyle anybody could have, just because it's like such a different Call of Duty than any Call of Duty before, just because of there's like so many like variables that you have to like, or so many things that come into play when you're actually playing the game that you have to deal with in order to kind of kill somebody. You can't just rush into somebody. Like if you try rushing, there's certain things that come into play that stop you. If you try to snipe, there's things that stop you. There's like what I mean by things that stop you is like there's lag. Then there's kind of there's lag compensation, and then there's like SMGs are like super overpowered. Assault rifles are super underpowered, which makes it really stupid. An SMG beats an assault rifle at long range, short range, medium range, and spraying in general, unless, well, not even unless, there's no way to beat an SMG with an assault rifle unless you're actually playing really smart. Same thing works with a sniper rifle. There's no way to beat an SMG unless you're playing it smart, or you know your routes. If you're trying to go for feeds, you gotta know your routes. You gotta play tactically, or what you could do, what I do and my friend Tricky do, that use your tac inserts and rush in. Hopefully you get them all. That's kind of how we go for feeds. You know, we don't rush in at the same time, because then, you know, that's how feeds get split. But it's like we kind of like, once we see on the kill feed that the others dies, like we're kind of like guarding each other's backs. Like one person, the one that's feeding, kind of just goes ahead and rushes, and the other one just kind of stays back and kind of tries to kill anyone trying to kill him from behind. And you know, we kind of take turns. Once the other one dies and spawns at their tac insert, the other one rushes in, and the other one just places down the tac and watches their back. I mean, that's how kind of we play, like rushing slash tactically slash ponying noobs kind of style, because you know it kind of works for us. You know, he gets like clips like really easy. You know, I don't find it so easy to get clips for me, because like I'm still kind of trying to get used to the classes, and sniping kind of, there's a lot of ways you can snipe on this game. Like if you stay back and kind of camp your way to try to just like sit in a corner and try to hard scope across the map all the time, chances are you're probably gonna get more deaths than kills. You're not gonna get, like, I guess you could say, like, bloodthirsties all that often. You might get it once in a while, but chances are you're gonna die more times than you get kills, because just the way people can play, if you're aiming down sight the whole time, there's no way you could watch behind you, watch, like, let's say a ladder or a stairway, because you're aiming down sight and you only could see through your scope. Unless you're using an ACOG, you know, but you still can't see behind you, unless there's like, if there was unless the ladder is like, let's say in front to the right a bit, kind of set diagonally from you, then you might be able to have like good enough reaction time to try to get him. But even if he's like rocking an SMG, chances are he's gonna get you, and or he could just throw a grenade. Like, another thing, grenades are kind of like overpowered in this game, in my opinion. Unless you like, one of the necessities when you snipe, I don't know if a lot of people use this, is flak jacket. I don't have it unlocked right now, just because I just prestiged and I used my permanent unlock on the tactical insurgent, just because it saves a lot of time. And flak jacket saves your life so many times. In the last 3 days since I've prestiged, I've gotten killed. I counted about the most times in a game I got killed by a grenade about 10 times. I died by grenades 10 times, not because I was camping, but because I was rushing, but I was taking the same route almost every time, and they knew I was gonna take that route, so they just, every time I killed somebody, they just threw a grenade to the same spot over and over and over, and I kept dying because I didn't have flak jacket. But like, there's so many other things besides simple perks that can just like kind of, I guess, throw you off balance in Black Ops 2, or kind of throw your playstyle off. My bad. Throw your playstyle off, just because like simple things like, let's say, grenades could kind of just ruin a playstyle, because let's say you don't run flak jacket, like you can't play the objective as well, like let's say in domination, hardcore, hardpoint, headquarters, without flak jacket. Or you can't go, if you're trying to like just rush and like trying to play undetected with, like, let's say Ghost, or Ghost, cold-blooded, hardwired, and rocking like a silencer on your gun. It's like you need certain perks to play, I guess, with your certain playstyle. But at the same time, if for one perk you have, there's about 2 things or multiple things that could counter that perk. If you're rocking Ghost, I mean, I'm not sure, like, I think Ghost is like the only exception to like this what I'm trying to say, because it's too, like, there's nothing really that you can go. I think Blackbirds, I was gonna say Blackbirds, orbital VSATs are really the only thing that kind of detect a person with Ghosts. I don't know, I'm not sure if they don't, but it's still pretty, like, Ghost is probably the most overpowered perk in Black Ops 2, kind of how it was in Black Ops 1, because they were both so overpowered. They had so many advantages, and if you were using that, you kind of took, most of the time, you kind of killed the person working on the kill streak because you went undetected. Now, in my opinion, Black Ops 1 was the best. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with this. I just loved Black Ops 1. I don't know if it was because I started my YouTube kind of career, I guess you could say, on Black Ops 1, and I just loved Black Ops 1. I don't know how a lot of people hated Black Ops sniping. I loved sniping on Black Ops. It was my favorite. It still is my favorite. The extra sway it still has doesn't bother me. It's just, in my opinion, great. It's like, it has the zoom in of, it seems like it has a zoom in of COD 4 speed zoom in, ADS time, but like that extra sway is kind of like, I could kind of anticipate, I guess, how it's gonna sway, because it has the same sway almost every time, and you could kind of anticipate where the sway is gonna be at the time it's gonna align with the person, and you could shoot easier, and you could kind of just, it's a lot simpler to kill the person like that. A lot of people, like, for sniping, Modern Warfare 2 was probably the best, or the best in their opinion, for sniping or quickscoping in general. I just love Black Ops because I don't just be, I'm not sure why I like it. I just like I love the spawns in Black Ops 2. The spawns were amazing. It was, for some reason, it was just easy to feed on Black Ops. The only problem with the sniping, in my opinion, was the delay of the bolt action, pulling the little, or actually, like, I guess it's called like cocking the bolt action. I'm not sure, or the actual bolt action of the sniper rifle. That's the only problem I actually had with the sniping on Black Ops, because, you know, in my opinion, it didn't have many problems. The sway, it never really bothered me, and it was a great game overall. Now, the game is about to come to an end, but what you could do is you could like the video, you can add it to your favorites, and you can subscribe if you're a fucking monster at Call of Duty. Later.
Never a doubt. Good job.